Okay, we can move in to the study sessions, and the first one is Fire Department COVID-19 Rapid Testing Machine.
Good morning again. So we wanted to talk and have a discussion about the possibility, if the commission would approve doing our own testing for COVID-19. We have kind of a bad situation at the fire department currently with our numbers of COVID cases or people that have come in close contact and aren't allowed to come to work because of it, quarantines. Because of that, we've ventured out and we've talked to other departments and asked what's going on around the state. A lot of them are doing their own testing, and people that come in quarantine or come in contact and are quarantined they've worked out with their health department and their local physicians about a testing procedure to conduct a testing procedure within that municipality of those personnel to get them back at work. That's got to be close monitored, but currently the fire department is at 4, and we just have another one this morning that is so possibly 5 personnel that's out, which is depleting our ranks quite a bit. For us, it's a little bit more dire because we can't separate. They cohabitate, they eat at the same table, they sleep in the same room, and they ride the same apparatus. So it's a bigger problem when we get one that comes in that's COVID positive. The machine for doing this is $330. So it's not terrible. It can do 3,500 tests. The media for the test is $32 a piece. So each time you do a test, it'd be $32. I just wanted to kind of see what your thoughts were on this. If we choose to go this route, we would have to put an SOG in place. Obviously, it'd have to get with the city attorney and the health department to make sure that we're jumping through all the regulatory hoops that we need to as well. So that's something that we know is in front of us, and we can get examples to push out and kind of speed this process up. However, it's something that I wanted to bring up to see if we wanted to venture down this route.
First of all, go ahead. First of all, tell us how this is certified and what you need from the health department.
So the health department would have to sign off on the process, and we would. This is a negative test, 100%. We can declare that that's a negative test. However, if it's a positive, it's a presumptive positive. We're not saying that this person, they need to go on and get further testing through their doctor if it is. However, it would help us identify that there's a problem and we need to get that person out. If they're asymptomatic and they have this, then that pushes them on. So we're not spreading the disease and we're asymptomatic. But it frees up our staff if they're in quarantine and they don't have any symptoms and they don't actually have the disease. It allows them to come back to work. So, which is what we need to concentrate on.
What kind of results are?
15 minutes.
How long does it take?
15 minutes.
15
It's a
minutes,
rapid
okay.
test. Yeah. Something our personnel, we're very familiar. They're all hazmat technicians and they all hold a medical license. So they're very familiar with doing testing. It's pretty much no different than doing a blood sugar on a patient. So it's pretty simple.
How quick can you get one of these machines?
Right away. I can get it within a week.
Okay, and if we're positive or presumptive positive, so they're gonna have to go through the health department to get a regular test.
That's correct.
Okay,
Would your plan be to like test for this like daily or?
No, that would get really expensive. It would be on an as needed basis, or if we're running, we thought a number that was very conservative is if our call volume for medicals was 75% high or higher for COVID cases that we were running on, we would conduct testing at least once a week. Or if we had people that were quarantined, but we needed them back at work, we could test them throughout their quarantine process as long as Shaylee was okay with that. And then we would actually have some other make them wear a mask the entire time that they were at work, so on and so forth. But it would be getting them back on the job.
And the wearing the mask and whatever is what other departments in the area are doing to protect themselves, but still have some people, is that correct?
Correct, and they're utilizing this testing. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a little bit concerned about the results of rapid testing. It hasn't been all that great. What are your thoughts on that?
So according to the manufacturer, it's in the 80%, and from what I've gathered from my peers, it's actually in the 90s. But the manufacturer is only guaranteeing it in the 80s because of human error. So anytime you do a test, there's always human error. When you do this many tests, obviously the human error goes up. So I don't think the problem's with the test. I think the problem's with the tester and the procedure. So we just need to make sure that we're following the right procedure when we're doing the test, and that would make the test more accurate.
And I think that the benefit is we're already doing similar tests and our people are certified. When you see rapid tests on some of these lines going through, these are volunteers that are administering something that don't have the background that our people do.
I would be in favor of bringing that.
Okay, I would like to bring it yet this morning when we go back
Okay.
into session,
I agree.
okay? And that will maybe contingent upon you having a talk with the
Yeah,
Health-
it would.
health department and or the hospital to be sure that we're not doing something that they're not going to support.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Public lands, Wayne Burns.
I have one item for study session, and that is with the water park. Staff is requesting permission to pay Jim's Plumbing invoice number 53204 for annual winterization of McPherson Water Park plumbing system for the 2020 season. Areas that are winterized, there's the concession area, the bathhouse area, outside restrooms, pump house, etc. This includes 3 water heaters, shower faucets and heads, toilet sinks, in both locker rooms and concession sinks and faucets.
Okay, you bring it next week?
Yes.
Public work?
Wayne, question. This is something we do every year, right?
Yes, it is.
Why was it not a budgeted item?
It is a budgeted item in our operation.
It says no here, so I just. Is that wrong?
It just is probably mismarked.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Public Works, Commissioner Weems.
Yeah, we have, we have one item here that we need to purchase 3,000 linear feet of 2-inch chairs, 6 concrete blankets, 20 sheets of 1-inch expansion, 10 by 12-inch steel concrete forms, and 10 6-inch concrete forms from Carter Waters, Wichita, for an amount not to exceed $4,076.60.
Okay, you can bring it next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay, any other items that we need? Okay, the study sessions are over.